Love where you live and play with Lindsey Management. Affordable apartments and golf memberships at 9 and 18-hole courses. Buying or selling? Trust Lindsey and Associates. Serving the community for over 50 years. Lindsey, #1 in apartments, golf, and real estate.
Want to run faster, jump higher, move with more power? The Sports Recovery and Development Program at Bridges Therapy Group builds speed, strength, agility, and endurance while correcting movement issues that can cause injury. Give your athlete the edge. Schedule an assessment today at srdathlete.com.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and
just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
I think our focus in the playoffs is just getting one more week together. This is a bunch that really likes being around each other. Our coaches love our guys, and the kids get along so well. We don't want it to end.
The Greenwood Bulldogs look to continue to defend their home turf as they enter the semifinals of the 6A high school football playoffs. It is Tuesday, November 25th, and this is Varsity Vibe Today. Welcome into Varsity Vibe on this Tuesday. Hope your week has started off well. Of course, Thanksgiving right around the corner, so I'm sure everyone busy getting some last minute things going on. So we're going to keep you in the know as we get closer to high school football kickoff on Friday and, of course, the state games in a couple of weeks. Here we go with our Lewis Automotive opening drive. And as we get closer to those state games in Little Rock at War Memorial Stadium, just a quick reminder on exactly when those games are taking place. So on December 4th at 7 p.m. is the 8-man football state championship game. And then on the 5th at noon is the 2A state championship game. Later on that evening at 6:30, the 7A state championship game. On Saturday the 6th at noon is the 5A game. And then later on at 6:30 is the 6A game. And then on the 13th, to start it all off at noon, is the 3A game, followed by the final high school state championship game of the 2025 season, the 4A state championship game at 6:30. I'm going to have a blast with the AAA being able to do some sideline work for some of those games. So excited as we get closer to those high school state championships. But let's take a little bit of a closer look at the 6A bracket and the semifinals. Shiloh Christian facing Sylvan Hills. Shiloh defeated El Dorado by 3. Sylvan Hills defeated Marion by 2. So that game, I have a feeling, is going to be really exciting. And then on the other side of the bracket is Greenwood. The Bulldogs continue to not only keep their winning streak going, but they also keep their home win streak going. They have not lost a home game since November 21st of 2014. They defeated Jonesboro 59-21 on Friday, and I caught up with head coach Chris Young as they prepare for their upcoming game on Friday. Getting back to the little things, what was the focus there as then you headed into game week against Jonesboro?
Yeah, I think you hit it on the head. Just really focus on the little things that we could do better at each position group to improve and hopefully make a run. It's hard to go 2 weeks without playing, but at the same time, it allows you to get healthy. You got guys banged up this time of year, and we've dealt with a lot of injuries. So we were able to take a few days off and get our feet back underneath us, but then just breaking down things, focus on the kicking game, focus on our coverage, ball protection, things like that we felt like were areas that we could improve in.
Well, you've done this a long time with these buys heading into home field advantage until the championship game. Maybe what's the biggest thing you've learned over the years as you get ready for the postseason and mentally shifting into a do or die situation?
Yeah, I think you just got to take the thought that it's the best thing ever. The buy, you figure out how it helps you, and that's what you focus on. You don't focus on the negative parts of it. You focus on the positive. And so when we talk to our kids, the best thing ever is a buy. And then you get an extra week to prepare. We actually focus more on ourselves this time. To be honest with you, the last couple of years, we practiced for the wrong team. We had to make guess on which team's going to win. And so we've been wrong the last couple of years with our guesses. So we focused on ourselves, practiced a little bit for Jonesboro and Southside, and then spent this last week on Jonesboro.
Would you think that the defense has maybe been the biggest group that's improved the most this season?
Yeah, I think those young kids that we played early on, they're growing up. I mean, you look at Briar Hackler, linebacker that really struggled getting lined up early in the year. A sophomore playing at this level is not normal. And then you watch him Friday night. I think he had 16 tackles and 3 sacks. And I mean, seeing his development, Gunnar Flannery, Drew Dickinson, William Rye. Those are 4 sophomores we have that are playing a lot of defense. And we don't play sophomores very often around here. And then you've got 2 more on offense, Jackson Cepeda and Braxton Kanda. So 6 freshmen that are starting. And, they're really playing like upperclassmen now.
Mm-hmm. I know that sometimes it's hard or it's easy to sometimes overlook home field advantage. But you think about the fact that you had a Jonesboro team that had to come to you across the state, and now you've got a Benton team that's coming from Central Arkansas to you. How nice is it to just be at home and not have to travel?
Yeah, it's huge. And not that we mind traveling, but our community and our spirit groups and band, everybody supports us so much. It's a big part of our success. You think it's a huge advantage playing here because of our crowd and the support we have.
All right, so now let's look at Benton. Obviously, the Panthers have had some success, not just this year, but over the last couple of years. And so what do you see from them right away?
Yeah, really well-coached team, one of the better programs in 6A. We've played them quite a bit since I've been at Greenwood and in several big games. Played them in the semifinals 3 years ago. Very talented. I think offensively it starts with the quarterback. I think he's as good. Him and Kane Archer, I think, are as good as any quarterbacks in Arkansas. If you're looking for a game to come, it would be worth your time just to see those 2 guys play. But Drew's very talented. He's got a great arm, but he can beat you with his feet. You're starting to see him in the playoffs, just like we are with Kane running him a little more. You're starting to see them do that with Drew. Got really talented wide receivers on the edge that they spread the ball out. I think they come in with great plans. Offensively, they're not just running plays. They're figuring out what you do, and they're taking advantage of it. So very, very well-coached offense. Defensively, they're a little bit like us. They're a little bit undersized compared to what they normally are, but they fly around and very sound on what they do. So we've had some great battles with these guys in the past. I don't expect this game being different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's the message to these guys? They've been doing it for so long. They understand, the situation that they're in, but you win this one and you're headed to War Memorial Stadium.
Yeah, I think our focus in the playoffs is just getting one more week together. This is a bunch that really likes being around each other. Our coaches love our guys, and the kids get along so well. We don't want it to end. And so our focus each week is if we prepare great and we play great, we get to spend our week together. And so I think that's really our focus. We know they're a quality football team. We know they're fired up, looking to get the state championship. And so we're going to have to be on our top of our game.
Hey, speaking of spending time together, Thursday's Thanksgiving. Do you guys do anything special on Thursdays?
Yeah, Thursday morning practice in Greenwood's a tradition. Our whole community, will have hundreds of people out here at 9 in the morning drinking hot chocolate and coffee and eating donuts and watching football. And it's a great tradition that started a long time before me, but luckily we've been able to carry it on all 6 years that we've been here. And so it's just special. Our kids take for granted, and our coaches do too sometimes, football in Greenwood, Arkansas. And we assume that everybody has the same things that we do, and they don't. We're just so fortunate that success that we've had is based on the community support that we receive. So it'll be a cool day Thursday, seeing former players, seeing parents, little brothers and sisters out there, and we're excited about it.
Hey, speaking of that, making football a community thing, not just a program thing at Greenwood, when we pulled up a few weeks ago for that Van Buren game, I mean, there were kids practicing on that field right beside you guys. I mean, this is something that people grow up in. And how special and unique is that for the community and your program?
Yeah, it's very special. I think our youth program, which is called the Pit Bulls, they do a tremendous job, not necessarily coaching scheme or X's and O's, but just supporting the kids, providing a place for them to play and compete. They make it important. And then you see that help us out in junior high. We get kids in the 7th grade that have played a few years of football and been taught how to block and tackle and throw and catch. And it just allows us to do everything a few years quicker than normal. And then our junior high guys do such a great job developing our kids and getting them ready for our high school program.
Throughout all of this, do you have time to kind of each week maybe, reflect on another win, be grateful for the position that you're in, or is that something that's more of an end of the year thing?
Yeah, I think that's probably more end of the year. Somebody was laughing the other day. They were talking about you got to win 37. And I said the second we win number 37, we start worrying about win number 38. And but like I said, we're lucky to be here. This special place, but we'll celebrate at the end of the year when we reach our ultimate goal. And right now it's just about preparing for Benton and taking advantage of every day, and then being thankful that we get another day with our kids, to practice and just spend time with them.
Of course, Friday night's game, pairing Greenwood with Benton, who outlasted Mountain Home in a game of offensive fireworks. We're going to have more on their quarterback, Drew Davis, after this.
Club Car Wash is the best place to get your ride game day ready. From convenient locations to free towels and vacuums, it only takes a few minutes to have your car looking great. With locations throughout the state and membership starting at just $22 a month. Revive your ride at Club Car Wash.
Quick Turf is the go-to team for building championship-level sports facilities for public schools, private schools, and the entire school district. They also install beautiful backyard putting greens for homeowners. Known for lifelike, eco-friendly turf, Quick Turf handles everything from design and lighting to drainage and final landscaping. Their all-in-one approach delivers high-performance surfaces for athletes and low-maintenance greens that last for years. With preventative maintenance programs, they keep every field and green looking game day ready. Schedule a free consultation today at quickturf.com. That's QIKturf.com.
The Everett difference means we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve.
When I think of Everett, I think of them more than just a car dealership.
Everett's involvement in the community is phenomenal. I see it in the police and fire department. I see it in the Boys and Girls Club.
They're just constantly giving back to the community that helped build them.
I would recommend them first, always. We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
Our Lindsey Boys Athlete of the Week is Benton quarterback Drew Davis. Not only was Davis responsible for 6 touchdowns through the air, he also scored 3 on the ground as the Panthers defeated Mountain Home 63-49. He ended the night completing 32 of his 43 passes for 387 yards, rushing for 127 yards on 14 carries. A phenomenal showing from Davis, who has really had a great season and is all coming to a head as they get ready to face Greenwood on Friday. So again, congratulations to Drew Davis, our Lindsey Boys Athlete of the Week, #1 in golf, real estate, and apartments. Well, that is going to do it for Varsity Vibe today on this Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining us. And remember, you can find so much on our social platforms. That is X, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Great content for you. Football, basketball, some cheerleading. We had volleyball when volleyball season was going, so make sure to follow along so you don't miss any of that. And while you're at it, subscribe to the podcast, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also sign up for our newsletter at varsityvibearkansas.com. And as always, we couldn't do it without our great sponsors here at Varsity Vibe, so a special thank you to them. I'll see you tomorrow.
At L&L Metal Fabrication, strength isn't just in the steel, it's in the craftsmanship, precision, and trust we bring to every project. From small custom jobs to big industrial projects, our team has the experience and equipment to get it done right and built to last. Whether you're building, repairing, or designing something new, we'll help turn your vision into reality. Call L&L Metal Fabrication today at 479-361-9640 or visit llmetalfab.com. L&L Metal Fabrication. Custom craft built to last.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters. drivedsi.com.